Brought to you by the Every Dollar app. Start budgeting for free today.
We have Kristen in Houston, Texas. Hey, Kristen, welcome to the show.
Hey, thank you very much for taking my call.
Absolutely. How can we help?
Well, my husband and I are in a financial transition. So we've been paying off our credit card debt for like the last 2 years. We've been chasing our tail with it. We're due to pay off our credit card debt by the end of December, maybe the beginning of January.
Okay, coming up.
So,
Great.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Super excited. Thank you. It's been crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, so our next phase that we want to do is work on building our savings for a down payment and closing costs to purchase real estate within the next year or two. This year, we made two big decisions. Well, actually, we made two big purchases and one big decision. We're renters right now, and our rent was going up, and my husband and I decided, okay, let's go ahead and move into an RV. Well, I already had one that was paid off. I traded that in, and we purchased one. And so that's what we're doing right now is we have a brand new RV, and we pay space rent. So that's our housing. Then my truck, which was his truck is paid off, my truck is paid off. But my truck ended up needing like $15,000 in maintenance and repairs in the last year and a half. Just to turn right around, have another $1,500 repair, and we said, forget that. We need an upgrade truck for the RV anyway. And so we went ahead and made a purchase for a truck to pull the RV.
How much did you spend?
We owe $56,623 on it right now.
56,000. Hold on. Did you say you bought a truck for 56,000?
Yes, it's a 2021 F250 diesel for 58,000.
I'm shook.
It was a deal. It was a great deal. But our monthly note is nuts. We've already done that with our budget and all. So.
And Kristen, I'm going to just ask the assumption. It's on payments.
Yeah. The payment is $946 and some change.
Woo!
And we had to. Yeah, it's nuts.
Hold on.
Okay.
I gotta call you out slightly.
Yeah.
It's the Christmas season, so I'm gonna be a little bit lighthearted. First, you said it was a great deal. Then you just now turn around and said it's nuts. And just for the record,
the payment,
it is nuts.
It is.
Y'all just are about to pay off all this credit card debt. You had two paid for trucks. I'm just spelling this out for you.
Well, here's the thing is, we thought about this. We went through the budget. We did the budget on the net income, not gross, and how we could afford all of that. And so we have it all in the budget, and everything together with the truck, the RV, and the space rent, we're at about $2,100. Okay, his truck is a 2012. My truck was a 2011, and high mileage on both of them. We cannot pull the RV with either one of his or mine.
The difference is, and the hard part that you're going to realize is everything that you have that money tied up in is going down in value. And I understand that what you really want is real estate, but I don't think you guys went about the right way to get there.
Probably not. But given our situation at the time, that's where we were at.
Okay, so how much can you, let's just, real quick, Kristen, how much could you sell the truck for today?
The 21 or the 2011?
21, the $56,000.
The 21? It would have to be $56,600.
Okay, so right around there. How much could you sell RV? How much could you sell the RV for?
Right now, it's sitting at 43, so payoff would probably be around 44, 45.
Okay, so you do realize your truck costs more than where you guys live.
Right.
Okay, so there's just parts of this formula, Kristen, I need you to see is not the wisest choice. And I need you to say, wow, we should not have done this, because renting is not throwing your money away. What you guys did is you chose to take on more debt by getting an RV, and then you chose to have to go deeper into debt to be able to move the RV. So you just dug yourself into a deeper hole thinking, it was the wisest, smartest thing to do at that point. But mathematically, financially, it just wasn't. It wasn't. And so for you guys have stepped backwards a lot in this process. So I almost would say, I want everything to be wiped clean. You guys had such a great track record with the credit cards. Like you were paying down debt, debt.
No. Let me tell you right now that when we were renting, he was making lower income at the time, and we were actually in more debt over our
Then you could have gone to a cheaper rent, Kristen.
You could have.
No, we couldn't have.
Wait,
we were at
hold on.
No.
Wait a sec.
Mm-mm.
Let me draw it back. We can't help you if you don't want help. And here's what I want to make clear. Rachel and I are going to look at this and we're going to go, hey, this is not the smartest choice. We want you to be free and we want you to be out of debt. Now, here's the difference. Because I agree with you in the way that renting, it doesn't feel good. It feels like we're throwing money down a black hole.
No, I could care less about renting. Renting, that doesn't bother me. I'm a real estate broker. I understand.
Okay, but what you're not understanding here is it would have been better for you to rent because rent is not debt. And you're just looking at the payment per month, but you're not looking at the grand scheme of it, okay? Payment per month doesn't matter. It matters. Does that make sense? You're looking like, oh, $2,100, it's less. But I'm like, yeah, but you're forgetting about the $56,000, the $43,000, and then the land.
$2,100 is more than what we were paying.
How about this, Kristen? What for you calling in? What was the main question?
So my main question was it's not changing what we're doing. I understand, your philosophy and everything like that, and I understand what we've done, and there's reasons why we did it.
Okay.
And I understand. Okay. I totally agree with you. Normal circumstances.
Sure.
Where we're at right now, we'll be freeing up about $3,000 worth of money every month once we pay off these credit cards, which is about to be done at the end of the month and the beginning of next month, maybe. Okay. We have $1,000 in savings every month, and we have 1 month's reserves for bills, all of them. Okay. How would you best advise to put that $3,000 to our debt?
Yeah. How much are you guys making a year, Kristen?
In a year, his gross for this year is going to end up being, year to date, it's 121.
121. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So he'd probably be about 130 by the end of the month.
And do you add anything to that as well?
No, not right now.
Okay.
I will, but
so what
now.
I would
I'm
do,
a real estate broker, so it's variable.
So what I would do, Kristen, if you guys choose, we just say not to have things in motors and wheels that is more than half of your annual income. So if it were me, Kristen, I would be selling these two things, the truck and the RV, like I said earlier. I'd go rent somewhere, free up this money, save up a good down payment for you guys to get a primary home for you and your husband. After 3 to 6 months of expenses, I'd put that in a money market account. If you don't want to do that, then the next move is you have to start paying off this RV, which is $43,000, and then you need to pay off the truck before you ever think about real estate. I think what can be so hard is we can ourselves talk ourselves into something and into situations, and be so clouded by maybe our own judgment, our own ways of thinking, that we keep digging ourselves deeper into a hole, and you're thinking, you're on the outside yelling down, and no, come out this way, come out this way. And I feel like that's what we were trying to do with her, is just to show and understand. And it's just the numbers. There's parts of this that you just go back to just facts and $900 a month car payment and everything. So
yeah, I mean, look, I am the first one to say, when I hear that kind of talk, there's not much we can do, because you've already kind of painted yourself into this corner of my situation is the exception. And all of us can find somewhere where we can say that. But you've honestly got to commit to going, okay, I've got to just not make these excuses, because all of us can say, well, the way my income is set up, or, well, because we were paying this in rent, or, well, because all of us can do that. Yep. And whenever you do that, you automatically exclude yourself from the solution. You automatically ostracize yourself from why a plan can't work for you. You're the exception. And if you want to take on that identity, then that's the identity you have. And nothing we say is going to be able to help you. And I always hate when that happens, because I'm a firm believer, Rachel, of the idea that whatever you look for, you find it. So if you're always looking for the reasons that you can't do it, then you never will. Yep. But the moment you just say, okay, I'm going to open up my heart, I'm going to open up my mind a little bit.
And just say, I'm going to try this plan. I'm going to try something different.
Yeah, because look, and I don't say this to be anything but real. When I first heard your dad talk, he's brass, like he's strong. Yes. Like he comes across. And I remember thinking, he's got more money than I do. He's figured it out. He's not living paycheck to paycheck. He's not in debt. I am. So I'm just leave it at that.
Who's winning there?
I'm gonna just leave it at that, because at the end of the day, it's like, that's where you have, like, that's the way you have to see it as, okay, like I'm still trying to figure this out. I haven't figured it out yet.
Right.
Someone who has gotten a handle on it is telling me, hey, here's what I did. And if you're not going to take advice from a person who's done it, then you're always going to be kind of like trying to fight your way out of a paper bag.
Yep.
And like you said, the light, somebody's shining the light going, it's this way.
Yes.
It's your choice.
Yep, absolutely.
Create your free every dollar budget today, the simplest way to budget for your life.